Okay, well, as you can see, I made it to the top, but it wasn't easy, let me tell you. That is one difficult hike. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stay up here for a while because it's going to take me a little while to recover from that. Wow. You know, I've been up here before, but actually I've been up here twice before. Once before. I've only been up here once, and that time that I came up, I came up almost the vertical rock cliff here, and my God, I tell you, when I got to the top, my legs were shaking. If I had made a wrong move on that rock face, I was gone. that was a stupid decision to do that. But I got to, like, I didn't know how to get up here, and I got to a point where I couldn't get down, and I couldn't get, well, it was very difficult to get back, to get up to the top. I had no choice, I had to go for it. So I did, but boy, I'm telling you, it was touch and go. This time I took a longer way around, and I don't think I went far enough really, because it was still pretty steep coming up there. You know, like I said, you make one wrong step, that's all that has to happen. One wrong step and you're gone. So I can't impress enough upon people that do this kind of thing like I do. You have to have some pretty good skills, for one thing. You have to have a hiking stick. Without a hiking stick, I couldn't have done this this hike, to climb up. And you have to have your wits about you. You know, you can't get flustered if you get into a tight spot. You have to think. Pick your path all the way up. If it's longer, take longer. You know, just to be on the safe side. Because, like I said, if you fall in here and if you're not killed and you just get injured, there ain't nobody coming to find you. You can yell all you want because nobody is going to hear you around here. It's a long way from anywhere, and there's no cell service, so forget about bringing your phone. If you had a satellite phone, that would work, or one of those in-reach things they call, sort of like a GPS, and it has the ability to text messages. Yeah, that would help. I thought about getting one of those one time, but it just didn't suit me, because I'm the type of person, you know, I do things like this. I know they're dangerous, but I take every precaution I can take. But in the end, you know, if you're going to be adventurous, you're going to be taking risks like this, and you know, that's part of the adventure. I mean, if that was taken away, if it was easy, if there was a paved path coming up here, it wouldn't be half as nice, because then everybody would come up. Very few people get up here, very few, if any. So yeah, that's my speech for this hike. Anybody that sees my blog and they see that track coming up here, just beware. You know, it's not a hike you can take lightly. It's life-threatening. That's what it is. So you have to take that into account if you're going to do this hike. And some of the other hikes that I do too are, you know, pretty darn scary sometimes. But nevertheless, I'm here, and I'm going to be staying up here for a while because I'm sweating like a pig now. Even though it's cool out, it's only 10 degrees, but coming up that slope, boy, it's really tough. Yeah, there's some good views from here, but you want to be careful near the edge. I mean, you hear about people falling off the Grand Canyon and all that stuff. They just they take it too lightly. I mean, going near the edge, putting your back to the drop, it's ridiculous. Never put your back to the drop. And you know, you look down here, it's all rock here. If there happens to be a small stone, you know, somewhere where you're going to put your foot and you don't see it, bam, down you go. And it happens that fast. So, yeah. Lessons to be learned. But don't learn them when you come up to a place like this. Learn them before you get here by doing other hikes that are sort of in the moderate class, you know. See this little rock here? See that little rock there? You can see it beside my foot. You step on that rock and you're close to the edge. Bam! Your foot goes out from underneath you, and you've got no one to blame but yourself. Yeah, I hear all these people complaining now in the Bahamas, you know. They're down there, oh, help us, you know. Bullshit, help us. They chose to stay there. They know damn well that place gets hit by hurricanes. Every year that area gets hit by hurricanes. It's just a matter of time. So if you don't get out of a place like that, then you get what you ask for, as far as I'm concerned. You know, I don't beat around the bush. I mean, it is what it is. You want to stay in a place that has hurricanes or has earthquakes or is it in the path of a lot of tornadoes? Don't come crying later, you know. As far as I'm concerned, Canada shouldn't be helping those people. Canada should be focusing on helping the people out on the East Coast, in Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, that's getting hit with the same hurricane. They don't often get hit by hurricanes. They do get northwesters, but you know, the big hurricanes, they don't get hit with a lot. But that's what we should be focusing on, Canadians, not helping the Bahamas, you know. Anyways, yeah, I'm just giving you a look around here. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Like that, that's the swamp down there I showed you. I came from down that way. That swamp, the river through that swamp runs right over there to another dam. It's right over there. There's a couple of dams there, I think. And then the other lake you see out there beyond that is Half Moon Lake. I've never been on Half Moon. I've been out there before. I got out to those dams one time when it was a real dry year. But I've never been, well, I can't get into Half Moon Lake to paddle it because I'd have to carry my kayak all the way in here. And I don't know. Who knows? Like, I have a little backpacking kayak that I meant to use for backpacking into places, and I haven't used it yet. So, you know, I always have that option, but, you know, there's a guy came to our building the other. He used to be the old superintendent, you know. He was a really great guy. He was a great superintendent. The ones we have now are just total crap. But he was a great superintendent. He asked me how he was doing, and I told him that I was doing a lot of hiking. I was so busy. He asked me if I was doing any fishing, and I said, I just don't have time because I'm so busy hiking and everything, you know. Yeah, hiking and paddling. I love that. I like to keep moving, you know. Anyways, this is a long video. I'm going around to the other side that faces Quirk Lake, and so I'll start the video again then.